Oh, yes. Pretty day. So today it was guardian time. I had to go check with teachers for Jaden to make sure that he's good to go for the rest of the year. I wasn't contacted by everyone so that I knew what was going on. There is a progress report. They don't get progress reports anymore. They put everything online. But I came in the middle of the second half of the year, so I wouldn't have known any of that information. And when I had a roundtable meeting, it wasn't discussed. So I was assisted because the school itself is amazing and awesome. The administrators are amazing and awesome. The majority of the teachers are. It was initially a misunderstanding. And he has an amazing teacher tutor, one of the best in the school. The initiative is really going well. The initiative. So, my neighbor is leaving out, so you hear him. But I am very excited about the new live journey on YouTube. I know there is topics that I want to discuss. So I have been downloading what I need on my computer to be able to multi-stream. I also have the outline for the content for to show you the process of how I edit the videos with AK the Avatar and the Crew of Kisses. So that's going to be fun here. I do have videos. If you please take the time to go through my YouTube shorts, I have a lot of videos with AK the Avatar, which is very fun to make the content for her. I'm also working on a couple new AI feeds. Hi, Rachel. I'm working on a couple of AI feeds. I'm going through the process of different things that I'm going to, if you could look in the shorts, in my shorts and my feed, I have the AI, my alter ego avatar, aka the avatar, and I'm doing different shorts. So on the live, I'm going to work on going through the editing process. I do a lot of editing on the phone, and I do a lot of the majority of everything on the phone. So it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be learning a new process too by doing it on my new laptop. I got a Dell Inspiron. So, but until the meantime, I'm going to do it in the format that I know that has been working. I use CapCut, and I also do edits after the CapCut. I do edits. Hi, MD. Hi. Is that Umbrion Plays? Thank you for coming through. I use CapCut a lot, but within TikTok, of course, they have the CapCut within the app, but they also have just the regular features. So it's never a raw video. Even if I have raw elements of the video, I never just use the plain video. I always pick a song, and then I make sure that the movement syncs with the song. So if I have to splice up the video, I'll have different pieces. So I have one piece spliced, and then I could accordingly move with the speed, move it faster, move it slower. I do a lot of transitions, so that's fun to work with too. making sure that the transitions are in. But again, I do everything I've been doing on my iPhone. So what I'm trying to do to make the productions longer, more fun, and better is I'm going to learn how to do the same process that I've been doing on my phone. I'm going to learn how to do it on my laptop to see. So I've already downloaded CapCut. I've already downloaded the tracker for the space. I've downloaded the TikTok, and I am going to move away from TikTok. So I was going to have to be on the laptop anyway. Because the reason why it was so convenient to stay on the phone is, yes, CapCut is on the phone and on your laptop, but because I was doing so much editing within TikTok, the TikTok app, it made it to where I didn't have to learn those extra things. I was able to use the features within TikTok. But it's real, real good content, and I have most of it here. I don't even have all of the content that I've created because I have over, for my avatar, I have over 250 videos that aren't even on YouTube Shorts yet. So I can either revamp those kind of to make sure that when I bring them, actually they are so good, they're like evergreen. Maybe it was more, some songs are more trendy songs. So as far as the songs, maybe I can switch out the song or something. But even with, if I did the videos as is for the pieces of content that I already have, it will be really good. The one thing that I was able, and not that I wouldn't get content or community guideline flags for certain songs or certain outfits that my avatar wore, because I do get those. Or they'll say substances are in the video that aren't, but whatever it took for them to flag it. But I get the copyright for here. It'll be like the copyright. Cool. I'm short. Yeah. Oh, I don't see it as making, I don't, I don't see that. I don't see that. And yeah, I do the dozens. I'm bicentennial, so I know the dozens. I grew up in the hood, so I know the dozens. And yeah, military too. So if that is the, yeah, that doesn't, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm learning the process here. And honestly and truthfully, with the learning the process and just social media in general, those things I actually never understood. If it is a content creator or a creator that you have no interest in anything on their platform, that's the one thing I never did understand. Is it an age thing? Is it an AI thing? Or I never understood going to any creator's platform that you had no interest in or that you didn't like, or just to solely do unnecessary things. I don't, yeah. And it really, it doesn't matter for me to understand. Yeah, it don't matter for me to understand. Yeah, that has to be age, like underage, or not being a real person and not having a real profile. Yeah. But again, it will be editing for the video editing. Y'all have a streaming page? All right. That'll do for that. I'm not playing Fortnite. My nephew will be streaming for that. So if you're interested in Fortnite streaming, GTA and different things, or even Roblox, I think they do have that. My nephew, that's what his channel. His channel streams those things, and I'll make sure that I add his name and his YouTube page. I add that in my profile so that y'all can do that. But other than that, I'm not here to do gaming. I'm here to learn the platform, learn the live format, and to do my content. I've been here since February 2020. I've been start and stop. I've experienced Facebook, I've experienced IG, TikTok, Triller, Twitch, different platforms, fan base, Icon Live, Speakeasy, just different platforms to know what goes. So now I'm trying Substack, YouTube, taking it more seriously because I basically have done what I wasn't able to stick through and do here as far as the subscribers needed to do a live here. I hadn't done it for 5 years since February 2020. Not that I haven't done content because I have over almost 500 pieces of content. So it's not for lack of content. It was lack of what does it take to find your tribe and to find your audience. And it has taken me in 2 weeks' time, I found my tribe or some of my tribe and some of my audience. And I appreciate everything. I just appreciate everything because in 2 weeks' time, consistency of I got past the point where I would give up. There's always a point where I am doing content and I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to share my story. I do all the things and I just can't connect with how the app works or how the analytics work or any of those things. So I get discouraged by those things and I go to the next app or I go back to the app that was frustrating me in the first place. TikTok frustrated me for 3 years straight, but I kept trying. So the good thing about it is I was able to make over 250 pieces of content. That is the good thing. I was able to be on a platform where the AI is biased, but the AI controls what is pushed out and not. I stuck through it. I was able to find out how a lot of people consume, but they don't actively support. I was able to find that out. So thank you. I'll be back again. Every day I'm coming on, and every day I'm finding out a little bit more information for me to share my process. But in the meantime, check out my content in my shorts is a lot of the content, but I also have videos and lots of posts. So whether you're into quotes, whether you're into AI videos, whether you're into personal development, there is a piece for you. And I also have the digital files. It's a virtual library with any type of resources, free access to the majority of them, any access that you need. If you're a federal worker, I was one that was fired during the pandemic, but nobody was really there and available for a whole year for me to find out what was going on and to action anything. I had to wait till some of outside opened. So that was very challenging. It was 3 weeks after a promotion, 13 years in federal service, and 25 years in the military. I had already had my paperwork lined up, dress right dress. Hey, this is the transition. And with everything that was going on, I was a person that fell through the cracks. I got a lot of apologies, but nobody made it whole. So for the federal employees with resumes, with prompts needed for AI, with the business thing, brand tips and best practices, the things that I learned the hard way, even with being coached and mentoring and balancing the money. I just learned a whole lot. Caregiving, mom very sick, which is why I retired at 44 with 25 years when I could have just went and kind of maxed out the time to where I was at least a little further in. But for the job that I had, too high demand. Unit administrator EXO in a medical support unit. And there was going to be plenty of missions. And there plenty of missions and stuff that I did. So it just wasn't going to slow down. So I know the steps. I know the frustrations with the federal employees. I know the unfairness of you did everything that you're supposed to be doing, and some arbitrary thing they just they needed somebody to do pay while I was with my mom in the hospital. All I asked was for somebody to be able to do pay. And that one question started the snowball effect. Well, if this person has pay, we have to advertise your position. Well, if you do that, you have to fire me out of the position to advertise. Nothing personal. But it was in the middle of a pandemic. So just a bunch of craziness or whatever. So certain things that they think they weren't able to even hire anybody for all of that, because it was in the middle of the pandemic and because the building and the facility was vacant. You can't do a new hire that doesn't have the definite address that they'll be reporting to. So for that reason alone, me being terminated so that they could advertise the position for an employee they couldn't even bring in. It's things like that. And it's no one really being in a facility to be able to pick up the phone and call when the emails are getting bogged down with everybody trying to reach out or needing help. And the technological issues with not being able to get on VPN. It was just a big thing, or learning how to be a caregiver for parents that always, that raised you and took care of you. And now stuff happens and you're taking care of them. So both parents still alive. We made it through okay. No one got COVID until later when I got a booster. I got COVID when I got a booster. So, but again, I thank everyone who came through, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.